In the name of Allah, Umar's grief, the Prophet's death, none can deny the proverbial valor, courage, and strength of Umar radiallahu anhu over Hosmention. Even after the lapse of 1400 years, hearts are struck with awe and respect. Islam could not be professed and preached openly before Umar as coming into its fold. As soon as he embraced Islam, the Muslims started saying Salat in the harem, as none could dare harm them with Umar radiallahu anhu on their side. Notwithstanding all this, he could not bear the shock of the Prophet passing away, so much so that he stood with sword in his hand, utterly confused and bewildered, saying, "I shall behead the person who says that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has passed away. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has only gone to visit his Lord, just as Musa alayhi salam had gone to Tur. He will shortly return and cut off the hands and feet of those who are spreading the false news of his death." On the other hand, Usman radiallahu anhu was stunned with grief on this event. He could not utter a single word even till the next day, and walked about as if bereft of speech. Ali radiallahu anhu too was in terrible grief. He was still and motionless. Only Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, for all his love of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as we have seen in the last story, stood firm as a rock against this terrible storm of grief and did not lose his mental composure. He calmly entered the Prophet's house, kissed his forehead, and came back to the people. He called Umar radiallahu anhu to sit down and began to address the people. He said, "Whoso worshipped Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, let him know that Muhammad is no more, and whoso worshipped Allah should know that Allah is ever living and eternal." He then recited the following verse of the Quran: "Muhammad is but a messengers, the like of those who have passed away before him. Will it be that when he dies or is slain, ye will turn back on your heels? He who turneth back doth not hurt Allah, and Allah will reward those who recognize the truth." L. 144. As Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu was destined to be the Khalifa after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is significant that, unlike other Sahaba, he behaved with the composure and patience that were needed on an occasion like this. Again, it was Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu alone who knew better than anybody else about the regulations regarding the burial, inheritance, etc. of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When difference of opinion arose among the Sahaba whether the burial place of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam be at Mecca or Medina or Jerusalem, it was Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu who settled the difference by saying on the authority of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that the prophets are buried where they have died. There were several other ahadith known only to Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu that helped solve many of the other problems arising out of the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Some of these ahadith were: "Hell prophets have no heirs. All that a prophet leaves behind is sadaqah. To Allah's curse is on the emir who does not take proper interest and exercise proper care in the appointment of his deputies. 3. The state affairs shall remain in the custody of Quraysh.